落とされた夢は引き裂かれて静寂の舞台始まりの声はいつも混ざり合い遠く失意の裏側で狂い出したいんだすれ違う思惑 My sweet to me 笑ったりそもそらして過去の異物のことを巡り広がる彼方へ空を這うように幾重に伸びた線香は胸に深く消えない傷を二つ時に薄漏れた記憶塗り替える旋律今の暗い瞳に灯した命
Hello everyone, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to Sunrider. Hope you enjoyed the intro of the game. But now, casual, because I know how hard this game is actually. And I haven't played any strategy games in a long time. Okay, first arrival, Sunrider. Let's go with it. I'm really pumped for this game. This story takes place as we live today, in a universe reminiscent, but vastly different from our own. And by the way, the music in this game is really good. Well, at least in the intro it was great. It made me pumped. And right now it really sounds great too. But you can hear that. Humanity has spread to the four corners of the galaxy, subjugating all life. We have become the dominant species through the stars. Yet, we are far from secure. War brews from the northern quadrant of the galaxy. PACT, the People's Alliance, has toppled the once mighty new empire. Led by a mysterious individual known only as Venichar Arcadius, PACT seeks to subjugate the galaxy under its new world order. Distant from the brewing clouds of war, the neutral world of Sira seems safe from the approaching PACT war machine. It is on this quiet world where our journey begins. Captain Kayto Shields looked out the window of his orbital shuttle. Below him he could see the glittering orb that was his home, Sira. Beyond it was a vast sea of stars stretched on as far as his eyes could see. Shields leaned forward on his seat and spoke to his pilot. The pilot was obscured by his seat and Shields could only hear his barely voice humming to the tiny radio. How much further until we get there? Just a moment now. Can't wait until you meet your girl, can you, sir? I haven't seen Ava since we were in high school. I doubt she even remembers me. The commander? Not her. I mean the Sunrider, the newest ship in the fleet. Who cares about the ship? Here, let me turn the ship around and give you a view. Okay, that's a nice ship. Shields leaned against the window and laid his eyes on the Sunrider. Colossal in size, but still sleek looking, Shields found her to his liking. The behemoth vessel stuck a deadly image like a poised arrowhead at the ready. I dare have a look at her, so advanced that the brass needed to train a new line of officers to fly her. She looks like a fine vessel. Just hang tight, Captain, we won't be long. The shuttle continued its docking approach. Shields sat tight as the shuttle neared the Sunrider and docked. After exiting the shuttle, Shields walked through the airlock and entered the Sunrider's hangar. Captain on deck! Welcome aboard, Captain. First Officer Ava Crescentia reporting for duty. At ease, Commander. It's been a while. It's been a while, Ava. Same to you, Captain. The last time we saw each other was your graduation in high school. I didn't even dream that I'd ever become your commanding officer. Neither did I. I guess that things have changed since then. It will just It's an easy choice, right? But I don't know. I guess things have changed since then. It will just like the old times. Again. Well, probably not, so I guess things have changed since then. I agree. Give me a report of Sunrider's status. We've been working for the past 2 weeks testing her systems. She's prepped to go on your word, sir. Good. It sounds like High Command wants us out of here ASAP. Tell me more about Sunrider. She's the newest ship in the fleet. She's armed like a warship, but built like a carrier. We can field up to 12 riders and also provide capital ship support for them. Her biggest asset is the Vanguard cannon. They took a gun from a battleship class warship, modified it extensively and put it on top of your ship. Still, it works like a charm and can rip holes through ships over twice as big as ours. Not only that, but the Sunrider can be flown with a crew of just 50 and has one of the most efficient warp drives in the fleet. We'll be able to jump across the galaxy in just days. Sounds like a fine vessel. Tell me more about this orange alert. Don't tell me you don't know. Rainer surrendered to Pact just this morning. Already? That's another neutral world that's been taken by Pact. Not only that, but Pact's taken Minerva, Barona and Gerald in the past 3 months. One neutral planet after another. What do you think that means? Environment. We are next. Exactly, so that's why High Command's not taking a risk. If any hostiles enter our gravity well, we are to open fire first and ask questions later. Let's move on. What's next on our agenda? First, a tour of the ship. Oh, good. As you've noticed, this is the Sunrider's hangar. We can store up to 12 riders here. I don't see any riders here. Where are they now? We won't be receiving them until Wednesday. Once they are here, you'll be able to access them and order equipment changes here. This is an interactive map of the Sunrider. You can use it to navigate around the ship. We're going to head up to the bridge, up above us on deck 1. Try using the map to navigate there. Make sure you click on the deck 1 tab first. Let's click on deck 0. Nothing. Deck 2, deck 1. Ava! This is the Sunrider's main bridge. This is where you'll be commanding the ship. That's a pretty fancy star map in the middle. You can use the star map to plot our course and to warp to other systems. I will also usually be here if you ever need me. I need you all the time. Does that sound good? Probably not. Engineering. This is engineering. The ship's main reactor is located here and we can also use the lab to research and construct new equipment. Unfortunately, the research lab's not yet open. That's also going to be available on Wednesday? Correct. Where are you? Mess hall. This is the ship's mess hall. We can come down here to eat and relax after work. Sounds good to me. And Captain's Court. Whoa, that's a nice place. Can I live in your ship and have a room like that? Please? Finally, these are your personal quarters. Looks I've moved up in life. Wow, it's almost like a loft in Sarah City. Please don't mess up your room too much, Captain. I've already got some ideas on how to redecorate it. You can come here to access your personal logs and other material. Furthermore, if a member of the crew needs your help with something, they will be waiting outside of your door. You can use your map to walk around the ship. You're encouraged to interact with your crewmates whenever possible. Alright, a happy ship makes us for a strong ship. And that concludes our tour. Like I said, I'll be in the bridge most of the time, so you can come to me if you need help. What's next? I'm afraid we'll have to cut the formality short, Captain. Like I said, Command wants us out of the dry dock as soon as possible. We are scheduled for our first live engine test. We'll be sailing port shortly and making one loop around the moon. Fine with me. Let's return to the bridge and see what the Sunrider is capable of. All hands, this is your captain speaking. Man your stations, activate the main reactor and light the engines. Momentarily we'll begin a live test of our engines by sailing port and making one round to the moon. We are to enter orange alert as soon as we clear port. Raise shields and scan for any possible hostiles. I know this is just a test, but keep your guard up. I want everyone to be on their feet in case we run into any problems. Main reactor is coming away, Captain. Power is increasing. Wake our lady, Ava. We're getting out of here. Aye, sir. Helmsman, light the engines. Engineering reports the reactor is working within parameters. Power is increasing to the engines. Blast off in 3, 2... Wait! What? What the hell was that? Checking status. The engineering reports the reactor core is still stable. No explosions reported in either deck 0 or 2. Captain, the only place that blast could have come from is outside. Outside as in... Contact! PACT warp signatures detected! What? Missile boats! They jumped in right under our noses! Red alert! Cancel the engine test! Aye, Captain! All hands! Battle stations! This is not a drill! This is turning out to be one hell of a maiden fight. Ava, what's our weapon status? Limited, the Vanguard cannon is still offline. We have flag turrets, saviors and a few shots of hell darts. Captain, you are not seriously thinking of taking the Sunrider into battle, are you? We haven't even completed any of our engine tests, much less any munitions checks. No time like the present, Ava. And from the sound of things, I don't think PACT is going to wait for us to finish our tests. Get this ship operational. Double time! Aye, sir! Helmsman, all power to engines! Warning, we have inbound one enemy! One? And the enemy missile frigate took aim at the Sunrider. Captain Shields gritted his teeth as the Sunrider's engines sparked back to life, painfully slowly. Ava! Simultaneously, as the frigate launched a swarm of missiles at the Sunrider, her engines roared to life, lurching the ship forward. The missiles struck the dry dock supports exactly as the Sunrider flew out of the resulting fireball. Behind her, the dry dock collapsed in a chaos of steel and fire. Captain Shields breathed a sigh of relief while Eva looked utterly unaffected by the peril they were just in. We're in the clear. Sunrider is joining the fight. Fire weapons. Take the bastards out! Battle stations! Done with the tea, let's go. Welcome to the Arcadius screen, Captain. From here you can issue orders to the crew during battle. In front you see the battle grid. The grid shows where friendlies and enemies are positioned on the battlefield. You may click and drag the left mouse button to move the camera around the battle grid. Further, you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Okay. To issue an order to a unit, simply select a unit order under your command, indicated by the blue ring. Then you might either order the unit to move to another grid or to use an attack. Moving and attacking expends energy. Each unit has a finite number of energy points. Once all of the units under your command no longer have enough energy to act, you must end your turn. PACT units are indicated by the red ring. Your current objective is to eliminate all PACT units from the map. The Sunrider is armed with a comprehensive suite of weapons to fulfill this task. Laser-based weapons have the longest range but deal little damage. Kinetic-based weapons have short range but pack a punch. Missile-based weapons have both long range and firepower, but are limited in supply, and so must be used wisely. Use the Sunrider's weapons to eliminate the packed PACT missile frigates. Good luck, Captain! Thanks, Ava. Let's do this. Let's end this. let's move here.
Forward.
Forward. Assault. I hope it's a good choice. Let's zoom a little bit because, well, I actually have not much to do here. Assault. There are some statistics. R30. I have no idea what they mean. What they mean actually. Okay, assault on that guy.
Fire black.
Hopefully it's a good idea. 12 damage.
The hit is solid, Captain.
I wouldn't say it was solid. I hope they don't hit me solid. Yeah, that's pretty much a solid hit.
Our hull is holding.
70, not 12 or something like that it was. 1 intercepted, okay. Out of 6?
Our hull is holding.
Right, alright, I know how to do this. No, I don't.
Yes, Captain.
Move here.
We will engage the enemy face to face.
Assault. I don't know, 60% means they can defend themselves like that, or does it mean
Guns.
whatever? 26 damage. Terrible! I should have gone with missiles. Okay. Hopefully I won't die. Hopefully. Two intercepted.
Our hull is beginning to fracture. Our hull is beginning to fracture.
I really don't want to hear such a bad news. Two.
Issue your
60,
command.
30. Okay, move here
All ahead.
and let's check this. Laser was accurate from long distance. I want to check kinetic. It makes a punch, right? What you said. Whoa! Whoa! They really makes a punch.
Damage.
Holy crap! That's my favorite weapon from now on. Dang!
Our hull is beginning to
That was a
fracture.
really solid punch. I didn't expect that. Alright. Two.
At your command.
At my command. Well, I think I will win no matter what, so let's... Wait a minute. Missile. I could test it, but well...
All cannons
Let's go with
fire.
kinetic again, because it's freaking amazing. 768 damage.
Confirmed hit.
Love it. I just love that gun. Love that weapon. And that's a victory! 100. Oh, I earn money from them. Repair costs, net gain, command points. Okay. I will save after the battle. And let's end the episode here. I hope you enjoy it. And see you in the next one. The Sunrider is definitely a great game. At least in my opinion. And I want to finish it. Bye.